Today on my show of what I'm going to talk about on my show today is I'm going to do a 1993 movie review of what I watched before and what I watched today is I'm going to do a 1993 film review of Coneheads. And the movie is directed by Steve Barron. And the movie is written by Tom Davis, Dan Aykroyd, Bonnie Turner, and Terry Turner. So it was written by like 4 people or something. And the movie is produced by Lauren Michaels. And the movie stars Dan Aykroyd, Jane Curtin, Michael Richards, Sinbad, Phil Hartman, Adam Sandler, David Spade, Chris Farley, and much more like cast in this film. And my opinion review of what I thought about this movie, that I think Dan Aykroyd, I thought he did an amazing job of playing in the original skit at Saturday Night Live skit, and also in this movie. And I think this movie is a comedy and science fiction. And yes, this movie is an adaptation that's based on a Saturday Night Live skit. So I think in my other opinion is I think this movie is like underrated or something. I thought the movie was okay, but I think the cast did not do a bad job like with their performance in this movie. And I think also Chris Farley, I thought he did a wonderful job in this film. And I think Steve Barron, like the director of this movie, I think the director did an okay, solid job with this film. And also, in my other opinion, was this a great Saturday Night Live skit adaptation that was made into a movie? I would say not really. It wasn't really that great, but again, I think it was just alright because also in my other opinion that I think this movie is like way outdated in the early 90s. And I think this movie, like, in my opinion, I think this movie came out back in 1993. It's about, like, I'm gonna guess somewhere like 26 years old today. And, and I also want to, like, make this episode for people who remembers watching this 1993 film. Like, if anyone remembers it watching Coneheads at the theaters back then. So, would I highly recommend it that people should, like, watch this movie today? Well, I would say that really depends on the movie audience because, again, it really depends on like what's your like taste in films, that if anyone like remembers watching this film, that if they enjoyed this film or not. And I also remember that I think Adam Sandler, I think he makes an appearance in this film for like a few seconds, but he's not in the entire film. So, and I just want to let everyone know, like, will, like, Coneheads ever return on Saturday Night Live someday? Well, probably not, because, again, like, before there's the movie, there used to be, like, a skit back then, and the skit is probably way outdated. And I just want to let everyone know, is before I go again, is you're welcome to watch this movie Coneheads. But again, it really depends on the modern audience if you're going to like enjoy this film, or unless if you think this film is like boring or something. But I think a lot of people from the 90s would probably remember this film today. And that's all for my show today. And make sure to comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. And click like on the bottom below if anyone enjoyed my episode today. And that's all for my show today, and see you next time.